rugs knotted by little hands that had long since turned to dust. Catherine lives now as a Buddhist nun in Thailand and has renounced the family. She has a brain tumor that has shortened her temper, but seems not to be shortening her life. Cecile died at 13 of a staph infection following the removal of her appendix, and when their parents died in Corfu in 1970, the house on 69th Street passed without contest directly to Alex. In point of fact, it was the house that brought Alex and Leslie together in the first place. One drizzly spring morning, Alex noticed her stopped in front of his house, and he said, "Haven't I seen you before?" "Oh, I like to stop here. It's on my way to work, and it's such a beautiful house." "I'm afraid I'm its prisoner," Alex said. "I just don't like any place else in the world half so much." "I can see why," Leslie said. The ends of her blunt-cut auburn hair touched the dark red, rain-spotted wool of her coat. She had the plain but lovely face of a pioneer. He could imagine her sitting at the back of a covered wagon, looking longingly east as her family headed west. Her eyes were bright green, and though she was smiling, there seemed something temperamental, easily wounded about her. Alex, dressed for work in thousands of dollars worth of English tailoring, and even in a more overtly social situation, tending toward the reticent, surprised himself by asking, "Would you be interested in seeing the inside?" From there to courtship to wedding was a mere 5 months, and it did not escape Leslie's attention that some people, well, many, thought of her as Alex Twisden's midlife trophy wife. Never mind that she loved him, and never mind that, of this she was certain, he loved her, and never mind that she was almost 30, 28, and had an excellent, good job at a great, up-and-coming New York publishing company. The fact that she was 17 years younger than Alex, and that he was wealthy and childless and probably, definitely in the hunt for an heir, made Leslie a trophy wife, which, in the parlance of well-off Manhattanites, suggested she was practicing some high-end, socially sanctioned form of prostitution. But now, the shining trophy wife has a very significant ding in her. She has been trying to have a baby for 3 years, which is why she and Alex are currently sitting in the annex of Herald Church on West 90th Street, a depressing, claustrophobic, smelly, badly lit, terrible, and depressing, yes, it is worth a second mention, basement in which they are attending the bi-weekly meeting of the Uptown Infertility Support Group. As Leslie looks around at the scuffed linoleum floors, the plasterboard walls, the strip lighting, and the metal folding chairs, she uncrosses and recrosses her legs and tries to read the expression on her husband's long, narrow, solemn face. But he is as unreadable here as he is when he rides the elevator to the top floor of the Erskine Building, where the venerable firm of Bailey, Twisden, Kaufman, and Chang go about their hushed business. A kind of law that seems to Leslie far closer to accountancy than to anything she has ever seen on TV. In TV law, lives hang in the balance, wrongs are redressed, and the system blindly gropes its way toward justice. At BTK&C, all that matters is the orderly transfer of property, and the golden rule seems to be, don't ever touch the principal. Neither Alex nor Leslie really wants or needs the psychological or moral support of other couples dealing with infertility. They attend because it is Alex's theory that these meetings, aside from being sob-fests and weirdly 12-steppy in their confessional nature, operate as a kind of clearinghouse for information about fertility treatments and fertility doctors. So far, they have not met anyone who has done anything different from what Alex and Leslie have tried, often at the very same clinics, with the very same doctors, and even with the same kind-hearted nurses. Tonight's meeting is particularly useless. 2 of the 9 couples in the group have already separated. Infertility can wreak havoc on a marriage.